Recommended practices for support groups. The INA has worked to bring standards to the nanny industry for over 30 years. These are the recommended practices for support groups. Professionalism and continuing education. Encourage industry involvement. The INA recommends that industry support groups encourage those involved in the group to be connected with the larger industry through association, organizations, events, and volunteering. Support individuals in their INA membership. The INA recommends that industry support groups encourage those involved in the group to individually join the INA. Individuals participating in a support group that has a membership in the INA are offered a discount for their annual INA membership. Expect professional and appropriate behavior from leaders of the group. The INA recommends that industry support groups have standards for those who lead and represent the group. These standards should be in line with the INA recommended practices and INA commitment to professional excellence. Guidance to the group. Clearly outline group policies. The INA recommends that industry support groups to roughly and clearly outline policies for its members. These group policies should be legal and ethical, always keeping in mind the protection of the individuals in the group and the children and the families whom they work. Discourage sharing private information. The INA recommends that industry support groups discourage its participants from sharing not only confidential information, but any information that could be damaging to the family or children they work with. It's recommended that groups discourage venting, but instead ask individuals to reach out for positive and constructive help when needed. Recommend ongoing educational opportunities. The INA recommends that industry support groups promote ongoing professional education that is high quality in line with the INA recommended practices. Advocate for legal and appropriate working conditions. The INA recommends that industry support groups strongly advocate for all childcare professionals to be treated and paid fairly and legally. This might involve the support group working to educate, support, and defend individuals to stand for themselves. Support quality business in the industry. The INA recommends that industry support groups look for other organizations and business in the local or industry community that follow the same professional, legal, and fair principles and work to champion them. Promote caution when using online resources. The INA recommends that industry support groups show caution when discussing online resources. These include the use of online recruiting sites. Support groups are encouraged to point individuals to the recommended practices for online recruiting sites to determine if the company is holding those standards.